Greetings, my name is Slight, and welcome to another Vanessa run of the Bazaar. Let's change up how we're looking here. Let's go vanilla.
This will look perfect with some red on it. Shanties are fine for the mess hall, but now
All
she's
right.
looking like a flagship.
And let's do it. Good luck, have fun. I was interested in, and obviously I have enough, resources to buy Dooley there. I just haven't started to learn to play Dooley yet. I really like diving deep into a character before I switch to another one, and Pygmalion's the one I'm going to learn next. Pygmalion's in a unique spot, though, right now, because they've taken a lot of items out of the game that are really strong for Pygmalion because they were too broken. So, haven't been playing, or I've been playing him, but not super successfully yet. Still got quite a bit to learn. All right. Cool. Happy with Shark Claws. I could take left-handed, but I think with Shark Claws, strength is a little bit better. Final Dose isn't too bad right now. There are a lot of really fast builds, and if you're going to go for a poison build, you need a lot of defense you need a lot of scaling defense, which can be tough to come by. So I think I'm going to strength here. Maybe we'll end up with a weapon build. I'm in a position where I have a decent starting item. Getting an early bronze tier skill probably isn't going to help me very much. It's just going to be a small amount of damage, most likely. Kina's not going to be super helpful, so we'll just gain 1 experience. Happy to fight a Viper here. Would love to get a poisonous toxic Fang here. That'd be great. And if you haven't seen any of the other videos I've done on this, we will be eventually this journal here will be an option, and you'll be able to actually see all of this information inside the game, what things level up, what enchantments do. But until that is a reality, I have to look it up on the side. Medium and large items, I could get a Cove here, which would be pretty good. Lost Crate's also great. It means I could level up, which could give me an item anyway, right? Getting an early Cove is pretty strong. I think I'll take a look at Barcoon. I don't think I'll reroll, though. Hey, we got lucky. Alright, now I will sell this, and that's why I waited to sell it, because I regained the value here. And I won't be upgrading this Cove, most likely. I have played Cove builds before, but... oh, and interesting, I can go ahead and take this fishing net, too. I don't really want it, but it gets a piranha every day, which then I can sell for the Cove. So it's essentially like getting 1 income, actually 2 income with the Cove, which is pretty good for 4. I'm okay with that. I think we'll take a free poison item, whatever it do be. Alright, we'll take that. And I think we most likely lose this fight, but no problem there. He's probably got a defensive like shield heal build going on. Yeah. Wow, putting Crystal Bonsai in. That's interesting. That's pretty risky. Our scaling actually might come up okay on this. He's got more health than us, but I mean, he really, isn't that strong. I think we outscale him. And putting Crystal Bonsai in a player fight on day 1, when all you have is ATM, oof, that is a recipe for disaster. It looks like he did not win. So, but maybe I'm wrong here. Who knows? Maybe I will not outscale this. He certainly looks like he is gaining more health than I am destroying. So, yep, he did get me. I don't know how I missed that. Maybe I just wasn't paying good enough attention to exactly how much shield he was getting. I do have a friend, which is great. Makes getting this loot a lot better. I was looking for an item here. Citrus and coconut isn't bad because basically it's, you know, $8. 4 now, 4 later when I sell Cove. But scavenger hunt's a little too good. We got an extract and a sharpening stone. Nice. Wow, this is pretty good actually. We'll sell the gland. Happy with all that. Alright, let's see what we can get this for this one. So one of the hallmarks, in my opinion, of what it means to play the Bazaar well is that anytime you go to a vendor and you buy nothing, you got weaker, because one of these other options was going to make you at least a little stronger, right? JJ is, you know, not a targeted vendor, and therefore it's more likely I won't be able to buy something if I go there. So I'm actually just going to get some chocolate bars. This will boost my Cove. Did I goof? I did goof. Sorry, I was talking instead of thinking. I lost a chocolate bar there. Oh, interesting. We could boost the damage of a weapon that we get, but we don't have a weapon. I should go ahead and sell this. I kind of think we're going to do the same thing here. Ammo items could be good, though. But I think we're in a position to just recoup some money. I don't feel like I need to be winning these early fights at all. This is just free money. So I will take it. And this pufferfish might make it into our build. But might not, actually. So we'll wait on that. I'd love to fight the covetous thief. Maybe I could have kept that piranha. Would have actually been helpful here. Can I beat the covetous thief? I don't think I can. Let me check him. How much health does he have? $400 to my 360. And that scales up pretty quickly. I mean, it's really slow. We could try it, but man, if I lose, it's really bad. And my build is not very strong. You know what? We're going to take the risk. This is how you lose runs, frankly. This is not something that I would generally recommend, but I think that we can beat him. Mostly because this is such a low cooldown. 17? I mean, I think this will actually counteract this pretty well. And the reason I'm considering doing this is because Grindstone would be good for me. Concealed Dagger, Shadowed Cloak, and then I'd be okay with these two. It's just a really good fight for us, and it looks like I made the right choice. But if you're not sure, it's usually best to fight the weaker opponent. That being said, you don't know if you can beat them unless you try. So it's a tough balance, right? Because you kind of need the experience to know if you can win or not. Alright, Shadowed Cloak. Just once. Give it to me. That's all I ever wanted. Well, that's the second best option. Perfectly happy with that. We'll leave this in for now. Get a slow item or medium items. I'm trying to think of what medium item I would want. Lifesaver would be great, especially considering we're playing Concealed Dagger.
Take your time. I'm pretty laid back.
Sure. I pay 4 for more income.
For a free ride home, but thought it was weird.
And even more income.
Just toss that
And
on
we
my
will
back
re-roll here
and I'll
because I can
try
sell
to
some
know
stuff.
you.
Oh wow. Very much economy-based build going on so far. You're gone. I don't have room for you, and I don't really want you right now. We will put this in because at least it does something. I may sell these shortly, but we take this as well for working at the docks. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and sell these, yeah. But right now we have pretty good economy going. We could take the shovel as well, but I think that's a little too much. A little more than we really need. And we'd have to sell something for it, which I don't need to do. So we are pure economy currently. I'm happy to take max health here and some regen. My goal really here is just to make the fight last as long as possible. And I think actually this Cove is better. So let's do this.
My fight is
Again,
with you.
really no issue with me losing here as long as I am scaling towards something that's going to be successful. Now, currently, I don't have anything that I'm scaling toward, but he is going to run out of ammo. So as long as I can... Oh, you son of a gun. 1 out of 4 crit. It might matter. It might be everything. Especially if this crit's right here. Oh, no crit. I think we'll be able to stabilize. Nice. Whew. All those chocolate bars really came in. And if I could get one more concealed dagger hit, I would be a very happy camper. Well, no.
Like my crew says at
Yep,
the
we got it.
bar.
Nice.
Another round.
So I think we made
All cannon.
$3 or $4 from the concealed dagger there.
Place
So
to store the
I think it paid for
rest of the
itself.
tyrant's gold.
Okay. We are going to get 2 small items at the start of the day. I don't think I want that. I don't want that. Nope. So 2 experience or an aquatic item. I think we'll take the aquatic item. I really want to leverage the economy that I'm going for. I think 2 experience might be better there, but if it is, it's not much better. Sure, I'll leave that to the side. We'll keep this piranha for now, since we goofed last time by getting rid of it. We now have 2 friends, which is good. We want to keep a friend around. Large items. What would we be looking for? Port would be good. I can't remember if I can get port right now. Okay, here we go. So I'm on day 3 now. So I have a 20% chance to get silver items, which does include ports for large items. So I think I could get a port pretty early here and play kind of a high econ build. Let's give it a shot. You know, there's an interesting consideration here to go for a Cove build as well, which is much more interesting than port. Although port is quite strong. If I go for this Cove, so it's 3 seconds, nothing changes there. Really all this is going to do is, you know, significantly increase the shield value that I get from this item. You know, we're wild. We're hipster, right? We're going to click this button. We are building this Cove up really nicely. Now, that does push us outside of what we can achieve for port. Like, I don't think I can really afford a port. I can sell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would give me up to 10. And I'd be really hesitant to sell more than that. Port is a meta build right now. But, you know me. I'm usually not all interested in the most meta builds. Cool. Weapon skills, health. Let's see, tools. This is a really good one to get with Cove. Because Cove triggers so often. This triggers all the time. Interesting. So I think we go ahead and sell this. And Piranha. Take this. Boom. I think we're doing something in this build now. So every 3 seconds, this will trigger. This will also trigger every 4 seconds, and will haste both of these 2 things. And I think we can beat Scout Trooper, and I think we also want to beat Scout Trooper. Plus, these ammo, that's right. He does have crit, which is pretty good. Frost Street Challenger. I can't remember if they have something good. They do have... No, that's... Oh, Frost Street Challenger does have the Snow Globe, which gains multicast for being next to a property, which is kind of cool considering that Cove is a property. We would be losing 1 gold and 1 experience if we do that. But we get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 out of 6 chance. It's probably not quite, you know, that straightforward. But the Scout Trooper, you know, realistically, none of this is going to be great for us. So let's go for this one and see what we get. The nice thing here is if we do get the snow globe, we have a nice controlling build with the concealed dagger where we can just kind of really focus on econ, which is necessary for Cove to be functional, for it to be like crazy rather. And luckily we got it early and we got an upgrade on it. But it does scale very nicely, and this captain's wheel is doing good work for us. There is an argument to be made for putting captain's wheel next to Cove, and I can consider doing that later.
It's over already.
Unfortunate, we didn't get what we wanted, but you know what? That's how it goes. Economy-wise, I kind of want to keep the catfish just because it's really good with like captain's wheel, right? I will keep icicle just for now. Regen, max health regen. Again, JJ's a risky choice. But I do think I could use maybe something to replace these claws with. That's really not it. And re-rolling for more is brutal. So this is exactly that thing I'm talking about. Why I really try not to go to JJ as much as I can unless I can really afford a re-roll. I do have, you know, money sitting around. So I think just because we went here, you know, we'll give it a shot. Again, see now I've actually wasted more money. I don't think Life Preserver is good enough at this point. It's only better earlier. Poison skills, non-weapon items, 3 spare change. Go ahead and sell this. The poison skills isn't going to be too particularly useful for us. Non-weapon items could be good. I would be switching out Shark Claws probably for one of these. So let's take a look at what we can get here. Interesting. I think Vanessa's Amulet is probably better than Shark Claws. We don't scale, but it means we can do some different kinds of things. So I'm going to do this. Put this here. And we'll put this here. And I think I'm pretty happy with that. I could re-roll here. When you buy another aquatic item. This is very likely to gain value in the long term, so I will grab that. And worst case scenario, if I sell it, technically there's no value lost because I gained the value on my Cove. So that's why I felt okay doing that. I don't know what our chances of winning here, but I do think that we are moving in a good direction. Especially once we get some experience. And we get to the level 6 upgrade. Pretty good damage. We do have some really good shielding and poisoning here with the Captain's Wheel Cove. So I think we can't lose. Unless he's got some crazy crits I haven't seen. Yeah, I don't think it's possible for us to lose this fight. This catfish is coming in big. Oh, really close to getting that extra concealed dagger hit. And getting an upgraded captain's wheel is a really big deal. To loot, I could do aquatic item cooldown reduction is really not bad. Especially because I probably will kind of keep like these 3 things. But 2 loot is exceptionally good with the Cove here, so I'm going to take the 4 total loot. Alright, we got a sharpening stone. The regen we can just go ahead and sell. Lots of regen. This is probably best on the Cove. I'll give it a second though. I do think I lost... Yeah, I didn't think that through fully because I missed getting a item on my aquatic. If I was playing a little smarter, I would have sold the ambergris first. I do think selling this here is probably best. I want that cooldown reduction on my shield generator. Then I can move this here and this here just for now. Okay, game. I don't really want to upgrade the damage of Concealed Dagger. It means nothing. So we did keep this ambergris, and I would like to look at some aquatic items. So let's do it. This is good because it's cheap and gives me 2 aquatic items, which I can then sell for Cove. And sure. This just means my economy is increasing. Really, that's all I'm doing there. And I get $1 back from the ambergris, and the Cove is going to recoup all of the gains from selling all those golden piranhas. 3 spare change, a medium item would be great. Weapon skills are very mid. 3 spare change is pretty ideal for us as far as stacking the Cove and being in a position where we can potentially upgrade it, because we want to make sure we have enough money to do that. So I'm going to do this. Blood Reef. I don't think Outlands has much for us. Cooldown reduction if we can get the Clockwork Blade. And Keen Eye was 6% crit chance. Blood Reef Raider might be hard for us. I don't think so, though. Blood Reef Raider. Not much damage. Ammo. Nothing we really want. You know. But Flame Juggler is even worse. You know, it's really nothing we want. So I think we just take the thing. I think we can survive Flame Juggler with our Cove. So I think we can do this. The biggest consideration for Flame Juggler is, can you survive him? Because if he gets you down to half health really quickly, then Burst of Flame triggers, and it's really hard to come back. So what you're looking for is, hey, can I survive that 40 burn right at the start and not get to half health? If you can, usually you beat the Flame Juggler, because he just peters off. He just doesn't have a way to keep his fire up on you very well. Alright, thanks for the lighter. Haste, slow, and cooldown. That could have a captain's wheel and a star chart in it and a catfish. Normally, I'd love to work at the docks because I have a star chart, and then I can get 6 gold to experience. I'm going to level before the next fight anyway, so I think I'm going to go take a risk, try to go for one of these items I already have. We didn't get lucky, but I do think that was worth looking for. Can't think of an ammo item I want. I could look at Aerodome stuff. But realistically, I kind of want to stay in Vanessa Land right now. And I'm happy to just take and sell stuff. Crit chance for if I have a friend. It's not bad. I think a free weapon's probably in the cards. Sure. Nothing I'm very excited about. We'll sell that. We'll sell that. We'll sell that. And we'll go.
Go ahead. Underestimate. It makes this more fun.
All right, fire build is pretty good for us because we have high shield. Ooh, instant crit. And our crit percent is actually pretty good now. He is building up fire. So we'll see if I can manage to keep up with him. He does have the powdered flask, so it's a little too much for me. Yeah, a little too much. Powder flask really is what kept him in the game there. Alright, we sell that for money. And I still have a friend, so I'm okay with that. Get a haste item. Alright, so let's look at items. None of that. Switchblade. It's not quite good enough. Weapons.
I would spar with you, but this leg.
When this gains haste, reload it. So this would be kind of permanently hasted as a javelin. Not a lot of damage. Only a 5-second attack timing. Cooldown, excuse me. It is a significant damage increase compared to the Concealed Dagger. That's undeniable. But I don't think it's quite worth it for what we're trying to accomplish. Oof.
I hope you live long
We're
enough
missing.
to consider.
But Gorgon Noble might be able to one to get us out of this mess. The tough thing is we're running into a position where we might lose against Gorgon Noble. Because she is all poison. She has some stuff that would be wonderful to get. But very little damage that isn't. Yeah, I think we have to just actually go for the easiest thing here. It's really important that I don't lose this fight. I need the experience. I kind of think I messed this day up a little. I guess I'm not exactly sure the exact way I messed it up, but I just have a feeling like I did. Getting a captain's wheel upgrade's going to be really big. Cove upgrade's going to be really big. We're doing good on economy, but we need some luck to leverage that economy right now. And we haven't seen that yet.
See that plank?
Alright, more money. Large items. That's what I want to see. Submarine is worthy of consideration here. I'm going to click it. And we got our Cove. Awesome. Very cool. Gumball machine. It's a good way to spend a bunch of money. Tools. Oh, we have plenty of tools, though. We got to go Orion for tools.
Well, that's up to you.
No, I don't think those are the ones. I think this is probably worth buying. So if we put submarine in, I think we buy this for sure.
Now this will inspire the crew.
So if I take this out, I want to put this here, take this out, put submarine in. Do we take shovel? I mean, this is good. But I don't have room for it. So I think we keep it as is. Now the question is, do I buy shovel? If I buy shovel, I should probably sell concealed dagger. Yep. See ya. Shovel's in, which gives me 1, 2. Oh no, that was goof. That was a goof. I think then we get rid of Star Chart 2. This all kind of leads us into a similar position. We're trying to build up this cove, and this doesn't fit with that. We have to lean into it, even though it's very difficult. Trying to get carried by Cove right now. Alright. Let's see how this goes.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobody.
Now the cool thing about having Cove Diamond on day 5 is that anything I sell from this point makes it gain double value, which is quite strong. He is poison, but not only poison, so I think that we are doing okay. I do like submarine here. When you use the core, slow. Slow one item. When you slow, haste an item. Oh, he's got a fun build.
You fall like a boulder. I know.
The catfish is doing pretty much all of my work right now. Okay. Sweet. So, cool. Do we go for a submarine upgrade here? I think we try.
This is talking fast.
No dice. We tried our best. Skills unique to Vanessa would be good. Crit. I think I want Precision Driver. Trash Golem. Trash Golem is the reload. Yeah. Dire Mosquito hastes a weapon. It's kind of the best thing from that. But it also has cooldown reduction. Can I beat Infernal? No, you're not Infernal. Lot of fire damage. These restorative fire claws have burn equal to the burn of your other items. This burns equal to this item's damage and gains damage equal to the item's burn. So the longer I stay in this fight, the worse it gets. And I'm not super fast. I think we go Dire Mosquito. The main thing here is I just do not want to lose a fight. But all of these wings are helpful. And Paralyzing Rush. Oh. I would be happy with Paralyzing Rush, but it doesn't actually help me that much. Submarine is doing okay. Basically, we're using it for shield gain currently.
Was that even a battle?
Happy with that.
Maybe a skirmish.
That's kind of 6% cooldown reduction. Can't be upset with that. It's a big increase. Haste item, all that Bazaar has to offer, or small items. I think we take a free haste item here. Sure. Sell that. And we are very likely to get a submarine upgrade here. Oh, we're guaranteed to get a submarine upgrade there.
This will inspire the crew.
Alright, BRB. Alright, we're back. So, we just upgraded this, if I'm not mistaken. We're at a 2.8 cooldown on that. Pretty low on skills right now. We're doing this kind of weird thing with damage, shield, and poison. We don't have a true identity yet. This is pretty darn good. I think I will end up taking that. The faster we do what we're doing, the better we're going to be. I really need an upgrade on this captain's wheel, though.
You should know,
More so
I'm a
than
bit of a legend on Pelago.
the submarine. Alright, we've got the Gorgon's Gaze, Petrifying Gaze. Looks like they are stacking poison. Which is quite bad for us. I don't know if we'll win this. Pretty unlikely. Interestingly enough, though, our haste is kind of off the charts right now. Yeah, not quite enough. We're very weak to a poison build currently, until we can get something to kind of help with that.
I've got another salvo in me.
Which we may not be able to. But seaweed would be helpful. Slow skills, small items, spare change. Battery. Interesting. We'll keep the ambergris for now. I don't think I have a use case for battery. I'll keep it around just in case I'm missing something. Slow skills. This could be very useful. We don't have a lot of... we have no controlling elements right now, and this could be something that would be very useful. So, if I have one weapon, when you use it, slow an item for 3 seconds. I only have one weapon, so that's quite good. So we'll take Temporal Strike. Now, every time this attacks, it will slow an item for 3 seconds. So every 2.7 seconds before haste. Now, I'm a bit confused as to why I was getting quite so many haste triggers. Maybe it's simply because this is adding 1 second every time this goes, and going every 3.6 seconds. So maybe it's getting to that critical threshold where it is starting to go very fast. Medium and large, chocolate bars, or health. I think chocolate bars is something I'd be interested in. Medium and large items. I mean, this could be good. The problem is I don't quite have enough money to float it. So I think we'll just take 4 chocolate bars. This guy does a little bit of burn. I think we scale up eventually to beat him. Oh, does Sergeant Suds have something we want, though? I kind of feel like Sergeant Suds has... leftmost item has plus 15 value during combat. The rivet gun. When you use a tool, your weapons gain plus 2 damage for the fight. Hydraulic squeezer, that's that one there. And I do currently have, I have 1 tool, right? Yeah, just 1. I don't know if I can beat Radiant Corsair, though. Let me check his damage scaling. He just adds burn, right? Every time he slows, he burns. Burns have crit. He slows everyone. He's pretty low damage. And we're good against burn, so I think we're going to try Radiant Corsair. Yeah, I think it's the fact that this is now a 2.6 cooldown means that really we're hasting every 2.6 seconds for 1 second. And, oh wow, 6 seconds. This thing got hit by this. But it looks like this is... Am I missing something else that is hasting stuff? I don't think so. Boom. Oh, it's because this large item is triggering as well. Gosh, that took me a long time to figure out. Okay. Yeah, we've got 2 large items, so Captain's Wheel is double triggering, so even at its current state, it's quite strong. Happy to have this to sell. I'm not going to play with that. Crit chance increase, not bad. Ammo item or loot? I do think we take the loot. That's great. I think we want the crit chance here. Regen. That's all great. Love to see all of that. Small tool, work at the docks, or weapons.
Few warriors live to retire.
I wouldn't mind trading this out if we can get the right item. But none of those are really it for us.
I respect Nufu, but
I
bare
think
hands are not enough.
Curio's great for us. We could make the case that you just go straight for skills unique to Vanessa. I would really love some poison skills. Or poison increases. But I think for now we will just take all of this stuff. Boom.
Hooey! Now that's a bargain. Trash is tragedy. Reuse everything. That's been sitting there 20 years, waiting for you.
All of this is just increasing the Cove's value. It's really what we're going after here. If I had a slow item, this would be nutty. I think I'll take that and just keep it. Just in case. Oh, that's great.
Trash is tragedy. Reuse everything.
We want that there.
Hooey! Now that's a bargain.
Proboscis is really not bad.
Warms my rusty circuits to see that find a home.
Shield. Deal damage equal to the highest value of the shield items that you have. I don't think that's nearly enough. And I don't think that's actually worth keeping around. So we'll just sell it for the value. Alright. So I do think we have a chance here. We will see what they're playing. Well, 0 wins on Last Life. Just please don't be playing poison. I can't handle poison right now. That's poison. So maybe I can rush you down. Pretty unlikely. What is this? 0 wins. What's freezing me? Quick freeze? Yeah, I can't beat this. Okay. You can't beat any other person, but you can beat me.
Defeat does not defeat me.
Well, we'll see if that goes away. Health, toughness, shield items. We'll take a look.
Master craftsman. Me? Try my best.
I wouldn't mind that. Heal equal to triple this item's value. Shield equal to triple. Oh, wow. That is interesting. That might be worth keeping. Instead of this Vanessa's amulet. I don't want that. Weapon skills, small items. Weapon skills could give us like large weaponry, which would be pretty useful right now. $20 damage, 20 damage. Is it Robo Bouncer? When you use a weapon, adjacent items gain 8% crit for the fight. And he's got just a bunch of damage. Infernal Frigate. I think this guy does a bunch of burn. Yeah, nothing straightforward there. Do we want to just get cooldown reduction? I think we just beat this Robo Bouncer. The thing is, against pretty much anything besides poison, I think we're very well positioned. We've just been a little bit unlucky in what we've been fighting. So hopefully we don't remain unlucky, because poison's really not very good right now. We're doing a little bit of poison, but we're not like hardcore poison. We're mostly a shield build that like ramps poison and stays alive. Not sure how this is changing in its value so much. Oh, it's because of this. But he's got some item, I think.
We barely got off life.
Hello, Papa Dog. Yes, hello. Thank you for all those licks. That's very nice. So this is all crit chance, right? It's 20%, which is a lot. But this healing could be very, very impactful. It's 4 seconds, right? 6 seconds is actually not as good as I thought. Triple this item's value, huh? Interesting. I think the crit value I'm currently getting is better than this. But getting some heal going, having the option to heal is pretty nice. I wouldn't mind selling the shovel to get more loot items. I think we'll do that. Alright, nice. Poison, this. Crit, shield. Oh, that's great. Get an item for free. Lockbox. Probably one of the worst items in the game, but I'm happy to sell it. Curio.
You see landfill, I see buried treasure.
Shadowed cloak. Interesting. That's more haste than we need.
That's been sitting there 20 years, waiting for you. Trash is tragedy. Reuse everything.
Alright, I want to be a little careful not to spend all my money here. Okay, that's great.
Warms my rusty circuits to see that.
Okay. And I think do this,
Louis,
do this.
that's a bargain.
All right. So now I kind of think we want to do something like this. Our submarine is really not helping us all that much currently. Okay. This is more what we want to face. I do need this to get hit. So this will be perma-hasted. So as long as it's not poison.
My fight
We'll
isn't
see.
with you.
I think, you know, I've played a bajillion other builds, but it doesn't look like poison to me. This looks like something we can beat. Okay, cool. He does scale, but it's pretty hard to beat the amount of shield that I'm generating. Unless you're doing poison. I'm definitely upgrading catfish, by the way, with my next upgrade.
Like my
We don't have any
cruisers at the
scaling
bar.
now, so anything that's like
Another round.
shield skills as a pickup will be really strong for us.
Strength is a sword without a blade.
Gold tier skills, small burn item, weapons. When you use an item, your items gain 10 crit. Yeah, absolutely. That'll give us scaling, which is exactly what we need. Vehicle cooldown reduction, ammo item, 2 experience is great. Yep. Get a small friend, get a medium item. I'm just going to take a risk on this, just in case it's the catfish, because I think if we can get that catfish upgraded, like that's kind of everything for us right now. Oasis. Guardian. Does have some poison stuff. When you poison, gain 1 regen. Interesting. Roaming Isle. It does have a gold catfish. And a jellyfish, which is not nearly as good for what we're trying to do. If I get rid of my catfish, I have a chance of getting that gold catfish. But I cannot get that gold catfish if I keep my silver catfish. That's my understanding. That is actually currently something I have an ongoing question on the Discord about. I have never gotten an item that I had from if it was a different rarity. Which kind of makes sense, right? Because if this gives me a gold catfish, it can't upgrade this catfish. So I would just get another catfish. So it makes sense that it would not work that way. That being said, can I even kill Roaming Isle? I think I can, but I need to keep my catfish to be able to do it. So does he have, when you heal, shield, catfish, seaweed, wouldn't mind a tropical island. Yeah, none of that seems great for us. Elite duelist. Your weapons have lifesteal. That would be great. Spices. Interesting.
Right? Overthrowing tyrants.
Yeah. I hear you, Vanessa. A very tough choice, honestly. I think we just go Roaming Isle. I think we can win. I think our poison scales up much faster than his. Oh my gosh, the crit chance is literally insane. This skill is so busted. 500% crit chance. Okay. I don't need crit anymore.
As spineless as a jellyfish.
Skills, ammo items, no. Skills is good. Anything that's poison related would be great. 6 for each aquatic item. Got 4. 4 times 6 is pretty mid. I definitely don't care to increase it further than that. I think that would be fine. Sure, I'll take Stunning Strike. It's definitely the Catfish. It's not even close. The reason is because it increases its scaling on haste. Weapon skills could be good. There's quite a few good ones. When you use a weapon, weapon has lifesteal, crit. When you crit your weapons game, that is insane. Alright, we have a way to scale now. Alright. Vanessa's amulet's now trash. I should have taken it out. I don't need it at all. So that was a big misplay, actually. The ambergris might have made all the difference in this poison fight here. So if I lose, and it's on me. You know what? That's the way it goes. A lot of slow from him. Yeah, it wouldn't have been enough. Poison. Man, you know, I am playing poison. But I don't think this is a very well positioned build right now. I think it gets absolutely stomped by quite a bit of things. Okay, so this says can't be slowed, right? I want to put that there. And it didn't increase the value, which is why the shield increased there. Okay, alright. Nope. Nope. Yeah, ambergris is better than what we had. Large items. We just need to not die to freaking regen gumballs. I really don't know if we need this. It's kind of a big use of money. I'm not going to do any more than that. The main thing is I just need to be able to buy something that's going to actually help me. Lord of the Wastes. I always forget what he has, except for whatever. He has something that destroy. Oh, he has large weapons. Foreboding Winds is mid. For me. Trash Titan. When you use a small, charge a large. That's good. Heavy weaponry. I think we'll do this one. When you use an adjacent weapon, poison 2. When you use the item to the left, haste the item to the right. Poison 3. Heal equal to the opponent's poison. Ectoplasm would be really good, I think. Really, really good. I'd love to put that in. Give it to me. Yes. Very cool. Okay. Enchant an item with haste effects. I think I will. Catfish. Turbo double haste. Oh, that's catalyst. Haste one item for 2 seconds. Captain's wheel. Double the haste value. Not radiant. Submarine. Haste 3 items for 1 second. I think it's submarine. Sick. Okay, we got a chance. Alright. We might be down, but we're not out.
You have at least a grain of wisdom.
Alright, we got poison. Your slowest poison item, which is 6 seconds. Oh, dang. Really want... Well, I guess that's kind of fine. Has 7 poison. I don't think that does much for us. I'd rather have this. But I'd rather have something else. That's great. Yep. Barnacle Crusted. Add 24 damage. Increase poison is kind of whatever. Don't need that anymore. I think this is better than any other option. I guess rolling on the friend to get a catfish is probably the best opportunity for me to really boost my build up, and we kind of are just looking to get the best we can. Hey, love to fight against this, I think.
Are you sure?
I think I outscale a lot of stuff. This is Radiant, right? Yeah. Dude, the ectoplasm. Alright. I think we got a chance here. Our crit chances are getting nutty. This skill, Building Crescendo, is broken if you're attacking quickly, right? The 10% cooldown reduction was a really big benefit for us. 2 piranhas. And as you can see, like, as this, like, one thing to think about is, like, I was thinking about my economy from the very beginning of the game, right? These things that I've purchased have given me so much money back because the game has lasted a long time. Why has the game lasted a long time? Well, I sacrificed my early wins to build that economy, which means I'm going to even go through more days of the bazaar to get to the point that I currently am at. I think we want to do... Uh-oh, I've got a little bug here. Is that gonna... Looks like it's fine. Interesting. I'm looking down here. It says I have an item there. I think we do max health here. Weapons, I'm really only looking for the submarine. I mean, which isn't bad, but, you know, there's so many weapons. The chance of getting a submarine is low, and this is a meaningful change right now. It is 10 shield or 20 heal or 5 regen. I think we take the regen. Am I wrong? I'm not sure. Be right back 1 second. All right. We took the regen. I think probably isn't going to matter one way or the other. A small shield item's not going to be very helpful. It's just money. Temporary boost could give us shielding, healing, or damage. This has the opportunity to give us something a little bit more impactful, I think. You know, probably nothing crazy. 5% crit is pretty meaningless. So I'm really only buying these just to get more shield.
Now that's a bargain.
Sure, I'll take more haste. Oh, actually, I should put this on this time. Now this haste 3 for 2 seconds. That's great. Cool. Cool with all that. Void Colossus, I think, is very beatable. Whoops. Yeah, just a lot of burn. I'm happy to fight him. I want the experience. We'll level up from this. I think we could get this Radiant Cove down to be a little faster. If we can do that, I think we're in a good spot. Oh wow, he did snipe our catfish.
See that plank?
Sure, I'll take 50 gold. Loot items is probably the way to go. Go ahead and sell that. Now I've got FU money, which I'm happy to have. Alright, let's just go back to the main menu. Classic beta problems. Alright, let's get rid of that. This does not matter at all. Cool. Happy with all that. Probably going for skill here. Small item could get the catfish, right? But a skill is going to most likely benefit our build. Wow, 20%. Easy. Easy choice. Haste charge, non-weapon items. Haste and charge skills. Let's do that. First time you haste. When you use an aquatic item, haste a weapon. So that, I would be more interested in haste triggers if they're hitting catfish, but because they're not. Captain's charge is only going to be one extra haste trigger. Oceanic Rush is not a joke, but I think Quick Freeze is going to be more impactful. Alright, if it's poison, it's poison. What can you do? Why are people playing poison? He's Frost Seeker. Oh, burn. Let's go. Burn or ammo. I think I win against this. He's got a 100% crit chance, but we got a freeze on him. And I've got 4,000 shield. See you later, buddy. See you later.
Bravery without strength.
See, I'm playing against the meta. I'm not playing against pufferfish. Alright? Those guys need to stay out of my DMs. You hear me? Okay. Gumballs are great. Large items is going to give us our upgrade for the sub, though. Most likely. Not guaranteed, but pretty likely. It might be guaranteed. I'm actually not sure how many there are. So sure, now we've got our diamond. Not a huge increase, but we'll take it. Skills, going to be more impactful on average than JJ. More slows on the turbo submarine is definitely not bad. 40 damage is also not bad, but really we just want to be more disruptive, I think. So we'll do temporal strike. Poison, experience, or crit. The poison's pretty meaningless. We'll take 2 experience. Property Baron, I do think has a good item for us. Your items have double value during combat, which would double the value of this. So we gotta try Property Baron here. If we can get his skill, we'll be sitting really nicely. Come on, give me it. Alright, we did our best. That is pretty good. I think we'll just go ahead and sell these. Keep that for a little while. The reason this is good is because it gives your items 1 value, which means selling stuff is even better. We'll take skills. Aquatic driver increase. When you use an aquatic item, haste a weapon. When you use a weapon, haste everything else. Or 20 damage. I think we just increase stunning strike. I think keep it simple. Happy to gain a level here. I think we roll on the friend because if we get the catfish, it's nothing. It's nutty. We tried our best. No catfish in sight. Goodbye. All right. .1 seconds. This thing is the only thing that doesn't really have any cooldown reduction.
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago.
Just the core. Okay, so this is kind of shield stacking with force field damage. So can my shielding and damage keep up? Looks like I'm doing pretty good. So Turbo Submarine is already starting to keep his shield down compared to mine. He does have hardened shield, so his scaling is very high, but our poison is coming in and cleaning up anything that we couldn't do. His shield scaling might outscale us eventually, but he can't keep up with our poison. We have a sort of a 3-pronged attack. If you can't beat our shield, if you can't beat our scaling damage, if you can't beat our scaling poison, you lose. Good game, sir. You had a great build. I think there's not an ammo item I can think of that I want. A temporary boost is a actual boost, so we'll take that. 10% max HP. Medium and large. No real need to get a captain's wheel upgrade here. So we'll just get skills. When you use a tool, slow an item. I think this is good. We're going to be using this all the time.
My skills are not weapons. A blade to prove.
Lord of the Wastes is pretty risky. If it snipes one of our... It does have heavy weaponry, though, which would be great for us. Boss Harlow is fine, but not great. We'll try this. If he snipes in a critical piece of our build, we might lose. Oh, wait, no, he doesn't destroy something at the start of the game. JK. I don't think I want this special passive that's just related to him. The fact that we have Turbo Submarine now has been a huge boost to the power of our build.
Waste of gun.
Alright, so we've got our enchantments here. Lifesteal, burn effects, or shield effects. Now that is interesting. There is a reason potentially to take burn because it allows us sort of to access some more freezing effects because of it. Lifesteal, I think, helps us with poison, but it would take away our turbo, and I can only do it on a weapon. Shield effects might just skyrocket us into the stratosphere on a shield item, but I think burn is the thing that adds the most. So let's look at Captain's Wheel. When this is shielded, it just shields 40 every time it triggers, which is, you know, a non-zero amount. But again, I think burn is kind of the way to go. If we do fire, it just burns 6 all the time. So I think we will just do that. And now we actually have some access to some burn. We've almost got fully upgraded, fully enchanted item set. Slow skills, sure. Skills are going to impact the game more often. When you slow, gain regen. The first time you use a large item, slow 2 items for 5 seconds. Pretty happy with that. But I think sabotage is the way to go.
Now this
Gumballs is
will
good.
inspire the crew.
I don't know if I'll manage to get my diamond catfish this run. But we do have 3 days to continue to attempt to. You know, it's not necessarily wrong to consider going for lifesteal on my turbo submarine there, just because of how weak I am to poison. But let's give it a shot. Let's see how it goes. If they get us, they get
Go
us.
ahead.
If it's poison, it's poison.
It makes this more fun.
We got to 7 wins. Oh, it is poison. With a 50 poison. Alright. Let's see if we can outscale this. We need that heal to start coming in. Our damage is getting pretty good. Come on, heal. It's a crit every time. It is slowed though. We got it. Our submarine scaling was enough to keep pace. Whew.
You fall
Got a little adrenaline rush there.
I flow like the waves.
Just because that's like the thing about those poison builds, they really have a hard time winning after 7. You know, our build is scaling in multiple directions, but theirs is pretty much lined in on Puffer, and if they don't have the ability to win against builds that are weak to it, like mine could be if I didn't get kind of lucky with especially improvised weaponry here, is I think a little too strong. It's pretty nutty when combined with Building Crescendo. And Building Crescendo is insane. I guess it's not as good. It's Building Crescendo is insane with builds like mine, which are not trying to win right at the beginning of the fight. Again, we just keep buying skills. Alright, I think this is what we want. I'll be very surprised if there's something better. Frostfire's good, but this is just more insurance against poison. Alright, we gotta take small items here. See if we can't find a catfish. No catfish. Trash Titan. Does Lord Arakan have... Oh, this is the wrong thing. Does have unwavering and large heavy weaponry. So, click him. He's got a lot of... I would really want heavy weaponry, I think would be the best thing for me to get here. Unwavering would be fine. You know, I think it was smart for me to realize that my major weakness was poison, because I am very good against almost every type of build. I have shield against burning. I have damage scaling against shielding. That scales very high because of the crit and damage. I also, if someone is going pure shield, then I have catfish. Because this scales, I just can, what I guess I should say is I can stick in the fight against scaling builds because of turbo submarine and improvised weaponry and building crescendo. So my weakness was kind of that poison to get around my shield, and I think now I'm in a position where that's no longer an issue. Speed Racer's great, but just keep swimming is even better. Small weapon, non-weapon items. Love to see a catfish. Maybe one day. Not today, though. Health, toughness, shield items. We take gumballs. We know what's up. And for whatever reason, I'm all of a sudden scared that I'm going to click the last gumball and then accidentally click into the fight without being given a chance to change my build. So I'm just going to sell these off to the left here. All right. And let's see if we are fighting another one of these poison builds that's made it past 7 wins and can't get further.
Not to squabble with nobody.
We've got some poison. We got a little bit of freeze going on, but this looks like a flagship build, which is very interesting. Pretty good damage. He's scaling with tempering and improvised weaponry, but I don't see him scaling enough. Yep, no chance, buddy. I've got a little too much control, a little bit attacking from too many angles, and way too much shield. Cove is nutty this game.
All cannon, no ball.
Would love to see Alacrity, personally. Temporary boost, 3 spare change. The temporary boost isn't too bad. But so what is going to be the most important way that we win? I think we should gain the temporary boost. This is the last go, so let's try to make a legitimate attempt here. Take a chance on a mystery. Sells slow items. Nope. So 3 items for 10 seconds. I don't see that being particularly valuable.
We meet again.
And I'm just selling that to gain more on my Cove. I could have been doing that more. Okay. I think we just gained the citrus, right? Sell that. Citrus. Cool. Trash Titan, I think, is our dude. We get heavy weapons. Heavy weapy. And I think Juggler would be decent. It's not great, but it's decent. We can't get an Ectoplasm upgrade because it's already diamond. And he's gone. Heavy weaponry. Give it to me, baby.
Was that even a battle?
I'll
Maybe
take
a
it.
skirmish.
Ammo skills is very bad. I'm just going to buy and sell some ammo items, I think.
Put a few rounds in a dervish for me, will ya? Now, don't go shouting about it. I keep a low profile. Don't go out at night round here, even with this on.
Gotta utilize that economy. Alright. And skills again.
You have at least a grain of wisdom, since you have come to me.
It's not bad, but it's not great. I think we could do a little better. When you use a weapon, give it +3 damage for the fight. It's another way that this could scale. Adding a 1-second freeze, I think, is probably slightly better. And here we are. What could be the last fight of the game. If I lose, I'm out. If I win, I get the 10 wins. We started with an early Cove, and we made an early decision to lean into the Cove as opposed to going for a port. And because of that, we are in the position we are. We're using basically all aquatic items except for the Ectoplasm. Ectoplasm is probably something that could be replaced, especially on day 10. I would have loved to see a upgraded catfish here. Would really make an impact because it would scale faster. In general, poison skills would have been better for me, but I did not get many of those. We have got really low cooldowns with a lot of different ways, but one of them being barnacle crusted. We scale crazy because of building crescendo and improvised weaponry. We have quite a bit of control with temporal strike because I have only one weapon. Sabotage and quick freeze and stunning strike. We have a little extra damage from depth charge, but most of our damage is from improvised weaponry, and we have Circle of Life to help us with poison, which most likely will not matter. Good luck.
My fight isn't
Let's see how much health he has.
My people believe in
Okay, he's got bonk, which is good for him. He's got bees, but they are not super high scaling. Heavy shielding, large weapons. But he's going to use his shielded pig's gym to make the bee do way more damage. But it's shielded, right? I mean, it's frozen right now, so it's actually doing nothing. His restorative landscaper is adding a lot of shield. But we are outscaling shield now, but now his bee is unfrozen, and we have been frozen by initial chill, maybe? Is that what's freezing us? I don't see icy on any of his other stuff. I think he's catching up with us. His shield seems to be scaling better than we are, but our poison is starting to stack up, and he does not seem to have any way to heal. That being said, his busy bee is getting crazy damage right now. I'm not sure exactly where that's coming from. Oh, Sharp Corners. One of the most OP spells in the game. It is possible we make it through this because of our Turbo Submarine scaling, but it's going to be really hard to beat this Busy Bee plus Sharp Corners. Sharp Corners is really, really strong. We are doing a good job adding a crazy amount of poison, but it's going to be really, really close here. Yeah, it's getting really hard to stay alive against this. We do have crazy heal and crazy shield. You know, if we can dodge crits, like we're doing right now, we've got better and better shot at winning this. Oh, the game is struggling to keep up. This guy has two of the most overpowered skills in the game. So if we can beat this, then it proves that Cove has a place in the meta. Oh my goodness. He hasn't got us yet. He has not got us yet. Man, it's close. What a nail biter. My computer is dying.
Well, I'll admit,
We got him.
that was impressive.
Oh man, we got him. That is wild. Against hardened shields and with spiky shields, whatever that's called, sharpened shields. We got the win. Let's go. Good game. Radiant Cove, Turbo Submarine with a catfish as our main damage. That is what won us that fight, was catfish. And the reason catfish is so crazy is because we're getting triggers every time it gets hasted by Fiery Captain's Wheel, which hastes adjacent items. But this gets used every time you use a large item. So it's triggering every 2.9 seconds, 2.2 seconds, and 2.2 seconds. And this is also hasting 3 items, which can hit this. Very cool. GG's. All right, that's it for me. See you in the next one.